Can I save Southampton season? So they're currently last, and this is a little bit outdated. I'm using the new live star point feature in FC25. It's a bit outdated, I think it's a few weeks ago, but still, it kind of represents where Southampton's at, last place, and even if they win, they're still last place. That's just how bad it is. So I'm gonna see if I can save their season somehow, and just, yeah, let's see. So first of all is the formation. This formation they're using right now, 5-4-1, is a bit too defensive. I don't think our defense is just anywhere good enough for us to purely focus on defense. So I'm gonna go for a pretty basic 4-2-3-1, and I'm gonna make it even more basic. The ultimate FM formation. It's a 4-2-3-1 gegenpress. So boring, yes I know, but if it works in FM, it probably will work in FC25 as well. So this is what I'm using. Decent formation. It's kind of works. We do need one or two more cams because right now Lalana I don't think is. I think he's too old to play that role by himself. Probably another CDM because we have a lot of center fielders but not a lot of CDMs. So I'm gonna probably invest in that. I'm probably gonna sell a few defenders and maybe bring in one good one. Besides that, I really don't know at what else. Maybe a right mid to replace Dibbling, but he's doing really well right now. What I'm gonna do is go through his squad, see who has not been playing in real life, and put them on a transfer list and potentially sell them so I can make some extra cash to sign a few good signings in January. So Bella Kochap, I'm not sure why he's not been played in real life. Maybe an injury, I'm not too sure. So he's going on the transfer list. I think he's probably going to leave even if at the end of the season if Southampton get relegated. Besides that, James Bree joined them last time Southampton were in the Prem from Luton Town, and I think he's just not good enough for the Prem, so I'm going to sell him. And we have two other right backs in that position. Besides that, I was debating whether to sell like someone like Ross Stewart, but I'm gonna keep him. He's injured anyways, so it doesn't really matter. And yeah, let's look at some of the offers. First, let's sim a little bit. To get those, we lose to Chelsea, which is pretty expected, and yeah, that just puts us even further down in the relegation battle. And then we end up somehow getting a draw to Aston Villa, 0-0, 0-0. Ramsdale keeping a clean sheet, which is always nice to see. And let's look at some of the offers we've gotten. We've gotten two, for one for Bella Kochap. I could probably get some more money from this, but I'm just going to accept it. Wolves and Bournemouth seem pretty realistic, and James Ree is also heading to the championship. Those deals will go through in January, but here is how December went. We actually got two wins against West Ham and Fulham, and also drew to Tottenham and Aston Villa. So honestly, a very good month, especially for Southampton standards this season. So I'll definitely take that. And that's how the fixture list is looking for the rest of the season. It's not too bad. There's a few easy kind of run of games where I think we can pick up quite a few points. We're currently 18th, which is not outside the relegation zone yet, but it's very promising. We're not last, so that's kind of where I expect us to be. Currently on 13 points, so let's see how that changes. First player I'm signing is Finn Azaz for £4.25 million. This guy's been tearing up the championship. He's doing great for Middlesbrough, and I've been just kind of checking which players have been doing great in the championship and who are kind of like somewhat realistic for Southampton. And this guy just seems perfect. We need a cam, and he's probably the best option out of the championship that I think would honestly realistically join us. And another player from the championship is a player I think I signed last year, to Southampton as well. Matt Grimes signed for £2 million. I hate signing the same players over and over again, but this guy is again just doing great in the championship level. I looked at the top midfielders this year for the championship, and again, he's just doing great. And from Swansea also not doing that great. So having that step up to the Premier League, I think, is good for him. So we're signing him, and I'm really excited for Zaz. He's going to be starting. Again, he's just been doing so great in the championship, and I think this is a decently realistic signing. And he's just someone younger, so I think it's a great signing. And I think in terms of Grimes, is probably going to be more of a backup option. He's not going to do much. He's probably going to make quite a lot of substitute appearances, but I think that's a great signing. But anyways, looking at the squad, I mean, right mid, I like Dibbling. He's doing great in real life, so I'm gonna probably keep him, not sign a replacement, which is probably gonna hurt us in a simulation. But you know, I want this rebuild to be somewhat realistic, so I'm gonna keep him. Jack Stevens will leave us next season because his contract was running out. And this is when I decided to sign a center back because I'm also sending out one of Edwards or Wood out on loan. So I needed one more center back, someone really good. And this guy has been struggling for minutes in the Prem. Santiago Bueno from Wolves. Again, really good player. He's not been getting that much game time in real life for Wolves. And they're also not really in the simulation, but in real life, kind of also in that relegation battle. So they're not like doing amazing. So this is a little bit unrealistic, but I still think it's inside the realm of possibility. But this is a great signing. 77 rated, quite a lot of money. I think it was 14 point something, but I'll take that. 77 rated again. Just not getting that much game time, but he will for us. And I'm still into the end of the season, and I'm gonna be honest, we ended off horribly. Lost to Everton, which keep that game in mind because we got relegated. And if you look at the points, had we even drawn that game to Everton, we would have survived, which just that breaks my heart. Had we drawn or won that game against Everton, I think game 37 it was. Had we even drawn that, we would have survived. But no, we finished on 33 points, which, to be honest, is a great second half of the season. I think 20 points more than we were at the halfway points, which I'll take. But yeah, that's still disappointing. Arsenal win the league on goal difference, and yeah, really was that late run of form that killed us because we were in the survival, like we were surviving up until then. And Southampton, we do end up losing the semifinals of the FA Cup, and Carabao Cup we lost quarterfinals. So pretty decent showing in the cups. So I'll take that. Champions League was won by Inter Milan with that ugly logo. Man City in the final as well. Europa League was won by Hoffenheim, and finally the Conference League was won by none other than Chelsea. This is how our new signings kind of did. Hugo Bueno had a great impact, 30 games played. I think most of those are for us, because I don't think he's played a lot in real life. Matt Grimes played a lot I assume, off the bench. 16 games, 13 in the Prem, so that's definitely good. I'm not sure what's happening with the average rating. I think it's probably glitched, so disregard that. But that's a decent signing, decent impact from him. And how about our first signing, Azaz? Great season. I mean, 15 games in the Prem, 6 assists. We should have signed him straight away. I mean, kind of did, but yeah, a great signing. 20 games in total and 15 in the Prem. That's a amazing season from him. And Adam Armstrong somehow got 24 goals in all competitions, 19 in the Prem. I don't think he's anywhere close to that in real life, so I'm not sure where that has come from. But yeah, top scorer by 4. I don't know why he just suddenly exploded in terms of goals, but that was our top assister, so we'll take that. Adam Armstrong was 3rd in most goals. Holland, of course, winning the Golden Boots, and there was no one else from our team besides him. And most assists, was there anyone? Zaz should be popping up here. 17th, so again, pretty good season from him. I'm glad we signed him. And clean sheets was probably where we went wrong. I mean, Ramsdale finishing behind in like Forrester, which is really disappointing. Only 4 clean sheets over 27 games is, yeah, expected more from a seasoned Premier League player. I mean, yeah, that's pretty disappointing from him. But other than that, I mean, we did get relegated, but I think we gave it a good shout. This how the team grew quite well. But do you guys think this team in real life, Southampton, can they survive, or will they ultimately finish last? So comment down below, and of course, subscribe.